So yeah, a bit short on the title there, but it's the old git here. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thought we'd try something new today. Before we get into it, I'll just tell you that we have lots of background noise today because it's so hot over here today in Spain, and I've got the windows open. Yeah. So if you hear a car going past or the blinds, I've got the blinds down because the sun is just scorching, and whilst I'm recording this. So let's get into it. Something new for a change, and why not? Who is this lady? Who is this? This? Which hand is it? This one. Who is this lady? No, it's that one. You know, it's always back to front on these things, but never mind, we'll try. So who is this lady? Who is Ruth Brown? And what did she do? And why do you think I think she's so important? Well, by the end of this, maybe you will think she's important too, because she had a great effect. Let's get into it. Let's see and hear a bit of this woman, and then you make your mind up at the end to see whether she's actually worth a mention. So, who was Ruth Brown? Well, she was born January the 12th in 1928, and that was in Portsmouth in VA in the US of A. American singer, actress, who earned the nickname Miss Rhythm. Does that give you any clues? No. While dominating the rhythm and blues charts throughout the 50s, her success helped to establish Atlantic Records. Now, she was the sort of catalyst for this record label, Atlantic, and it actually became known as the house that Ruth built as the era of the premier rhythm and blues label. So, you know, she did a lot for that label. She was the oldest of 7 children. Ruth Brown was steered away from the devil's music by her father, a church choir director, and but by the late teens, she was singing in clubs in Virginia's Tidewater region and had begun to perform with touring bands in 1949. After spending months in hospital recovering from a car accident, Ruth released her first recording. It was called So Long, and it was abetted by Atlantic co-founder Herb Abramson and songwriter Rudy Toombs. Say your R's, Michael. And she became the most popular female rhythm and blues singer of the 50s with a string of #1 hits that included tracks that made #1. And one of those tracks, just to get you in the mood for listening to her and see what she was like, was called Teardrops in My Eyes. She had this at #1 in 1950. Let's have a quick listen. It does take a second to start.
Go on and sing.
That I will. Every time it rains, I think of you. And that time, I feel so blue. When the rain starts falling, the love comes tumbling down, and it's raining, teardrops from my eyes. Well, if you see clouds here in my eyes, it's just because you said goodbye. Although the sun is shining, there's no summer sky, and it's raining, teardrops from my eyes. Remember the night you told me our love would always be. I wouldn't be blue and lonely. Well, if you'd come back to me, every single cloud would disappear. I'd wear a smile if you were here. So, baby, won't you hurry? 'Cause I'll miss you so. And it's raining, teardrops from my eyes. Well, remember the night you told me our love would always be. I wouldn't be blue and lonely. Well, if you'd come back to me, every single cloud
That's her. So that was one of her first number ones, Teardrops from My Eyes, and that was released in 1950. And that started to establish her in the R&B. In fact, that track was on the Billboard R&B chart in the number one spot for 11 weeks. And it earned her the nickname Miss Rhythm. So there you go, Miss Rhythm. So it's not a bad name to get as a nickname, is it? She followed up with other hits, releasing over 60 singles, and had number one records in the charts every year from 1950 to 1954. She would go on to score 21 top 10 hits altogether up to the year of 1959. So, just to keep you in the mood, let's just listen to a little bit more of Ruth Brown, and well, you get the feel for this lady, because this lady, she was one of the pioneers of modern R&B. Okay, so this one is called Hey Mama, Treat Your Daughter. Oh, Hey Mama, He Treats Your Daughter Mean. This was released in 1953. Yes, that was a song that she wrote and she performed in 1953, and it made number one. Now, her career began a long decline in the early 1960s, having survived 4 failed marriages. She spent the next decade driving a bus and cleaning houses while raising 2 sons, and then she was reminiscing over the one of the biggest hits she had was a thing called Play Mambo, Baby, which was released in 1954. So I thought we'd just do that one as well, just to keep it in thinking, because I want you to get a feel for this lady. She was a really, really talented lady. She played the piano, she wrote songs, she acted, she sang, she was into R&B, soul, pop, rock. She could do anything. But I'll just concentrate on the records from the R&B chart, because this is where she made the most impact for people who like R&B and modern R&B. This is one of the pioneers. Listen to this one.
All my baby wants to do is the mambo. All my baby wants to do is the mambo. Morning, noon, and nighttime too is the mambo. He goes. mambo. He just loves that crazy dance called the mambo. Mambo, baby. Mambo, baby. Oh, mambo, baby. I love you so. But me, that mambo has got to go. But me, that mambo has got to go. But me, that mambo has got to go. But me, that mambo has got to go.
There we go, and Play Mambo, Baby. That was one of her hits, number one in 1954. Now, as I said, she did have a bit of a troubled time in the 1960s and the next decade, as it was. She was driving buses and cleaning houses and raising her two sons. But all of a sudden, she came back into the limelight, but in a different guise. So it's worth mentioning that she began an acting career. She began in the mid-70s. First in television situation comedies and then in films and on the stage. And in 1989, she won an award for the best performance by a leading actress for a musical called Black and Blue. She also, during that time, she sort of come up to the 1990s, and she won a Grammy Award for the best jazz vocal female, which I think is an achievement. She had a lot of setbacks in her life, but she was such a pioneer, such a fighter, and she got back there. She also championed of musicians' rights. She was a champion of musicians' rights, and she spoke out against exploitative contracts. And in the 1980s, she eventually received some back royalties from Atlantic. And that's a bit of a sad thing, considering that she virtually established that label herself. I mean, she was the actual artist that put Atlantic Records on the map, and they owed her lots of royalties from way back. Anyway, she did that. Also, she eventually got some of them royalties, which was good. Now, Ruth Brown's principal influence, just to let you know, were Ella Fitzgerald and Billie Holiday, and she was actually inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1993. Her memoirs, Miss Rhythm, co-written with a guy called Andrew Yule, was published in 1996. I do believe that that's available if you want to get it at any time. And I think it might be worth having a look at it, because she had a very good and varied life, shall we say. I'm finally going to play one more before we go, because I think she deserves to have another one play. This one she did in 1960. I don't think it actually made the number one, but it was one of her slower numbers, and I think it was successful. I did think it went into the charts. But let's see what you think of this one before we go.
People are talking all over town. They say you're tired of me, going to put me down. deceive me. Please don't go. You know I love you. You know it's true. That's why you treat me the way you do. You said you loved me. You said you loved me. Please don't go. When I first met you, no, I didn't love you. I just tried to treat you nice. Since I've been with you, yes, I've learned to love you. And I want you for the rest of my life. I used to call you my lover boy. You were always my pride and joy. Please don't leave me. You know it'll grieve me. Please don't go.
Well, that was the wonderful voice of Miss Rhythm herself. Okay. Anyway, I would like to say that that's who she was, and that's what the program's going to be. I'm going to do some more of these because they're quite good, and it's strange that that people don't remember sometimes the people who actually pioneered and put certain things on the map, and she did. She was a total pioneer. She wasn't afraid of doing doing something different and changing careers and changing direction. Very interesting lady. She carried on living and she carried on performing in TV and on stage, and also still singing right up until near the time she died. She actually died November the 17th in 2006 in Las Vegas. That's it. It's sad, but I think she was about 78, something like that. So she had a good old life, and that's who Ruth Brown was. That's the old kids. I've told you now, so now you know. We're going to do some more of these. Had a good time doing that. Hope you enjoyed them. Give me some feedback. Don't forget, you've got the things scrolling along the bottom there. Yeah, those things there. Best Before TV, that's where we're from. You can watch it. It'll be on the website, this. And also, I'm hopefully going to get it onto YouTube, and you can watch it there. And let's have some more. So this is me, the old git, saying thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and I'm gone.